How long are we planning to stay victims? How long are we planning to let the outer world decide what our mood will be? Hello everyone and welcome back to the Level Up Queens High Value Woman podcast, where we journey together towards self-discovery and empowerment. I am Purnima and I'm thrilled to embark you on this journey. The topic for today's episode is understanding and navigating anger. We all get angry sometime or the other, and at times we choose to express it, but not every time we express it in a healthy way. Sometimes we suppress it, but suppressing is also not a healthy way of handling anger. Think about the last time you felt angry. Was it because someone cut you off in a traffic, or maybe when your friend canceled plans at the last minute? Anger can feel overwhelming, but here's the thing: anger isn't the problem. It's actually a signal, like your body's personal alert system. What if we can decode this signal and use it for building better relationships, greater peace of mind? That's exactly what we are uncovering today. How to make anger work for you, not against you. Most of us either fear the anger or let it control us. We grow up hearing things like, don't get angry, it's not polite, or calm down, it's not a big deal. But suppressing anger only makes it worse. Imagine a pressure cooker. If you don't release the steam, it will explode. And that's what I had seen happening. When we don't release the anger in a healthy way, it explodes. And it explodes on people who actually do not deserve this kind of treatment. Anger, when understood and handled properly, can be a force for good. We will explore in this episode what anger really means, why it's so powerful, and how we can use it to set boundaries, stand up for ourselves, and create healthier relationships. Anger is just like an iceberg. What we see above the surface is just the tip. You are angry at one of your family member for not cleaning up. It seems like you are upset about the mess, but beneath the surface, you might be feeling unappreciated or unsupported. You can relate to this example. A friend cancels plans again and you are furious. Is it really about cancelling of plans, or is it more about you feeling unimportant in their life? Your anger at yourself for procrastinating, beneath it is a fear of failure, or maybe you feel you're not good enough. Even it happens that when someone cuts you off in the traffic, it used to happen with me as well. You feel that you are not worthy. You get frustrated and you get angry and you feel like, oh my god, how can someone do that? This small incident of someone cutting you off in a traffic makes you doubt your worth, makes you feel as if you're losing control of your day. By identifying what's beneath the anger, you can start addressing the real issue instead of getting stuck in the emotion. How long we are going to let the outer world decide what our mood will be. When you are angry, you would have experienced this. Your heartbeat races, your muscle tenses, and your mind spirals. These are all signs that your body is preparing for action. But here's the thing: anger isn't bad. It is a biological response for perceived threats. Let's break this down with few examples. If someone insults you, your body might interpret it as a threat to your self-worth. If your partner, your boyfriend, forgets an important date, your body sees it as a threat to emotional safety, triggering frustration. At workplaces, when we are suppressing our anger, it leads to physical symptoms like headaches or exhaustion because your body stores that anger. If you want to release the anger at daily basic levels, I have this diary which I called as hate diary, because I started it a week or so ago, because I observed that as I was trying to be more grateful and more cheerful in my life, it was turning very negative, because I am not meant to be cheerful all the time, and I cannot sustain being cheerful all the time. Like, we human beings cannot be happy all the time. We have things, and neglecting things is not a right way of dealing with them. If something is wrong, I have to face it. I have to find a solution for it. I cannot see a problem, ignore it, and then write a gratification list of things that I'm grateful for. I mean, yes, I'm grateful for things, and I will be, but that doesn't mean that I have to suppress all the emotions, negative emotions, or something someone said, but I did not stand up for myself, or I did not stand up for someone I loved. So all these emotions, they has to come out, right? If they don't come out now, then they are going to explode someday. I have like this journal which I call an hate journal. I got this when I was so frustrated in my life, and I was like, fuck it, like really fuck it, I don't want to do this positivity, and like this all feels so fake because inside there is so much I have to deal with. So I brought this journal and I just write whatever that comes to my mind in it without judging myself. I just write. It's to get all the frustration out of me so I can see things clear. For letting the light out, you have to let go of the darkness. And mostly people do this thing that while they are in the zone of getting positive, they don't let their darker side leak. A healthy positivity includes you expressing your happy emotions as well as your sad emotions. As we understand that anger is a natural response, it removes the stigma of I shouldn't be angry, I shouldn't feel in this way, as we know that anger is a way of us expressing something which is not approved by you took place. Honey, now that we have understood anger better, let's understand how we can handle it in a way that benefits us and our relationships. I have broken this down into 3 actionable steps. The first step is talk it out. Anger thrives in silence. By communicating, you release the pressure. At work, when my ideas are not valued, I would talk it out by saying, when my ideas aren't acknowledged, I feel undervalued. Can we discuss how to improve this? Or in a friendship, when a friend keeps on canceling plans, not necessarily that friend is intentionally doing this, and me being angry and having passive aggression towards them is helping no one. So in a healthy way, I can say, when you cancel plans last minute, it makes me feel unimportant. Can we find a way to communicate better? Or if you have someone of your family who keeps on criticizing you no matter what, criticizing about your decisions and the way you do things, you can let that person know that I feel upset when you criticize my decisions. I did appreciate more support instead. Or in a relationship, when that person is not listening to you can let that person know, when you ignore what's important to me, I feel hurt. Can we work on this together? And a right person will surely want to develop a better relationship with you. So they will intend to help you, intend to work. And if that person is not, then we have step 2, that is set boundaries. Boundaries protect your peace without damaging relationships. Here I would be sharing 5 sentences which you can help to set boundaries for better, healthier relationships. I need you to give me space when I am upset, instead of pressuring me to talk. Example 2, I won't be able to help with this project unless we set clear deadlines. Example 3, if you keep dismissing my feelings, I'll need to distance myself from these conversations. Example 4, I'm committing to not overloading my schedule, so I'll need to say no to this event. Example 5, I'll only engage in discussions when we talk respectfully. So here are the examples from which you can use some when you are initiating a discussion about setting boundaries. And the step 3 is accept the response. Not everyone will respond well to boundaries, and that's okay. So yeah, anger isn't something to fear. It's a tool for self-awareness. When you treat it as a signal instead of a problem, you can learn so much about yourself. Reveal a value you hold deeply. Maybe you hold being true very deeply, and you get angry when someone is not true. So this helps you to understand what your core value is. It can show where you have let a boundary slip, because every time a boundary is slipped, you get angry. You have to ask yourself, the boundary you have set, is it conscious or subconscious? And is it for a betterment, or is it your ego? Anger is often a call to prioritize self-respect and communication. By acknowledging anger, you can transform it into a tool for personal growth and healthier relationships. Honey, good job. You have learned bunch of things today. Let's recap. Anger is a signal, not a problem. Addressing it requires communication, boundaries, and self-compassion. Your challenge for this week is to take a pause when you feel angry and reflect on what it's telling you. Is it telling your boundary has been crossed? Is it telling that you need to work more on yourself? With this, thank you so much for listening. Remember, you're capable, you're worthy, and you have the power to create the life you desire. Until next time, keep leveling up. Bye. Mwah!